Hello, my friends. This is Moogle Fantasy. It's finally here. Trials of Mana. I've been waiting for this for so long. I freaking loved the original game, and it getting remade out of nowhere. But just puts a little smile on my face. Let's hope this is a major step up from Secret of Mana. I mean, it is, but we're gonna experience it as we record. Obviously, I played a decent amount of this game. It's actually my second take doing this, as I recorded like an hour and a half worth of this game. Didn't even record. So I gotta do it again. Oh, it's okay. It's fine. I'm not mad. It happens. I expected it to happen. So it is what it is, I guess. I think I know exactly what happened too. So it's cool. I can at least provide better commentary now that I know what I'm getting myself into. I would show the intro off, but really, in all honesty, I just want to get to the point. And most people will see the intro anyway when they see the game. So, made by Square Enix. Oh, my favorite company.
Trials of Mana.
Hell yes. Alright. So, two things I'm gonna mention. Because I know there's DLC where you get an experience boost up to level 10. We're not gonna use that. I'm gonna play on normal difficulty because I'm not a chump. I mean, I am a chump because I'm not playing on hard difficulty, but yeah, it's cool. The cool thing about this game is you have a selection between 6 characters and you can pick up the 3. For me, I'm actually gonna start off with story-wise, I think the best one in my opinion is Riaz, or not Riaz. I keep saying Riaz. It's Reese. God, stop with the stupid bad habits, me. Okay, anyway, we're gonna do Reese. Reese is pretty good. Actually, you know what? We're not gonna do Reese. Instead, let's do Angela.
Princess of Altena.
And I'm gonna bring in Reese.
I am Reese.
And
Make your acquaintance.
let's see. I would bring in Charlotte, but we kind of already have somewhat of support. So let's bring in someone who can do good damage.
I'm a soldier from Volsena. The name's
There you go.
Duran.
This will be our team. My last session, I did Reese, Angela, and Charlotte. This one, I think this is probably the best party I can make as far as balance goes. And we're gonna do this and basically carry on our journey with Angela.
In Altena, the kingdom of magicians, the true queen's magic was all that kept the freezing temperatures of the surrounding snowy lands at bay. But as the mana of the world grew weaker, so did her power. Bit by bit, the ice and cold began to encroach on the castle.
Citizens, we all feel the magic draining from the land as mana weakens. For our mighty kingdom of Altena, this is of grave concern. We shall not sit idly while our country crumbles. No, we must open the forbidden portal to the Sanctuary of Mana, and then we can obtain the Sword of Mana.
I thought that was just a legend.
Be still. Legend says the portal to the Sanctuary of Mana only appears after activating the Mana Stones throughout the world. Obviously, no country would willingly give up a precious Mana Stone, so we expect a certain amount of resistance. We shall muster our strength and take the Mana Stones by force. Our true queen will obtain the Sword of Mana to rule her magic empire.
Long live the true queen! Glory to Altena!
Oh, come on, Jose! Please.
Hush! No need to shout, Your Highness. Honestly, you know, I used to be the sharpest of the great magic users in the Altanish court.
Whoa, hang on. I do not need another trip down your winding memory lane. Just teach me the rest of yesterday's lesson.
I've told you time and time again, you cannot use magic simply by learning the steps. Your magic has not manifested because you rely on form instead of spirit.
Oh, please, not another lecture. Fine, I just won't ask for lessons anymore then. Take that.
Oh, this child.
Look, there's Victor. Hey, Victor, hey!
Oh, morning, Your Highness. Have you finished your magic lessons already? You know Jose complains to me whenever you skip lessons, right? But please consider my plight next time, Your Highness.
Angela, princess and heir to the throne of Altena. With a heavy burden dogging her steps, Angela grew up fatherless in the shadow of her mother's royal duties. Her childhood was extremely lonely. Instead of affection from her mother, it seemed all she received were scoldings. Though she knew that the queen had important responsibilities that kept the two from playing, that knowledge didn't stop Angela's frustrated tears. Starved for attention, the princess grew into a rebellious youth. She often acted out, playing pranks on members of the court. Though Angela became a renowned beauty, much like her mother, she remained woefully unable to wield the magic power of her bloodline. That lack of talent was never far from her mind.
Ugh, I'm so bored. Why does nothing ever happen around here?
But, yeah, welcome to the game. They pretty much completely revamped this game, and it's insane how much they can do with the Unreal Engine. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and explore the castle and take a gander around. Guess we can't take a shortcut here. We can dash. The dashing takes a bit for me to get used to, for the most part. But yeah, it's cool. It's pretty chill. I'm not mad about that. I'm more mad about the fact that I lost a shitload of footage because my software didn't want to record properly. So, good times, right? It's cool. I get to actually do this story because Angela's story is really interesting. Actually, all their stories are really good in this game. But last I remember Angela sticking out pretty well as far as you know, how she progresses as a character compared to most characters. So yeah, it's pretty cool. All right. But yeah, there's not one time where I'm playing this game I'm not running Angela, because Angela is actually, as much as I hate to say it, she is actually a really good mage when she progresses onward. Not that you would really, like, know that, obviously, because she starts off useless. But hey, you know, you're gonna start off somewhere, right? Alright. But as far as things go, yeah, I really like everyone's stories in this game. There's not, like, a story that I don't hate. I mean, there is a story that I don't hate. I don't know, maybe that's the best way to word it. But, yeah. I really enjoy everything about this game, as far as things go. All things considered. I was trying to talk to you. Oh, okay. I think I went with a pretty solid party. No, like... we're pretty much not weak in the damage department. We have a nice balance of damage dealers and everything, so... it's good. And we got some support, too, with, Reese. Or, as I would say it, Riaz.
The Crimson Wizard is training the mages harder than ever. I heard some were injured, but I suppose that's one of the dangers of war. I'm not sure, but the Crimson Wizard might be as powerful as Her Majesty the Queen now.
Oh, there you are. Your Highness, the Queen and her advisor have called for you. I will wait for you in the gardens. Now is not the time to dawdle.
Please hurry, Your Highness.
I apologize if my commentary sounded a little low there. For some reason, my microphone was tilted towards the side, which shouldn't even be a thing for starters. But, yeah, it's okay. That's what editing is for.
This is urgent. Her Majesty is preparing our troops to invade Valsena across the sea. We must go to her, Your Highness.
Alrighty. Go through here.
Your Majesty, I believe you sent for me?
Angela, allow me to explain. As you know, we must control the Mana Stones to gain access to the sanctuary. That is the reason for our invasion. Legend says if we activate the energy of the Mana Stones in the world, the portal will open. And we don't question legend. We shall begin with the Altenish Mana Stone.
How will you do that?
We will use a forbidden magic spell, outlawed because it takes the life of the enchanter in exchange for that mana energy. However, my associate and I are too important for this sacrifice. If we use your body as a vessel for that cursed magic, your death would act as the catalyst we need to release the Mana Stone's true power.
But Mother!
You've been a useless blight on my lineage for far too long. To think that my daughter could be so weak and powerless. Under these circumstances, sacrificing yourself for the spell is the most fitting end for my heir. Now come, my child.
No.
She's gone.
Where? I'm outside the castle. But why would my mother? I can't return, but I have no idea what to do now. Wasn't there a village to the east? That might be my only option at this point.
Yeah, I guess you have no choice, do you? But anyway, yeah, the story, everyone's story is interesting in their own way. Ree's is pretty good too, because she's obviously looking for her brother after her brother got manipulated to disable the wind crystal that protects their kingdom. But anyway, yeah, that's the little thing about this is like every character has a goal of what they want to do, which is nice. Of course, we're gonna learn about the combat here. Every character has basically their tutorial. This game is no exception to it. There we go. Boom. Gave him a good smacking.
I actually won, I think.
There we go. But the combat is pretty simple. It's pretty easy to get into as well. That's the charm about this. That's obviously what they want to do, is get you into the game. And they're doing it the best way possible. And I like it. Let's wake up the Rabbites. While we're on our way to the Rabbite forest, we're also going through the Frostbite fields, which I think that's what this... Oh, yeah, it says right there. I didn't realize. But, I know these places decently. Obviously from the original game. And that's the one thing I like, is that this game is pretty faithful to, obviously, really reimagining what the original game is, if not a little more. It's kind of like what they did with the FF7 remake. Some people hate it, some people like it. It's kind of a mixed bag, I guess. And then we leveled up. Heck yeah. And we'll be obviously learning more as we fun. For now, I am going to... Yeah. Okay. Okay. Anyway, I got interrupted there. So I'm going to go ahead and go into strength. As much as I would like to go into intelligence, I'm going to do this because I need the strength. And otherwise, I usually won't do that if I wasn't, like, playing as Angela. But our stats will build on and on later on, and it'll be very, very useful. I assure you. I'm only just going down in strength just for now, just so we can get through fighting these enemies. And, okay, Sahagan. You want to be a dick to me? I'll smack you with my staff. There we go. But, the thing, too, is you want to build the gauge underneath to use the abilities, and I would never slouch on the abilities at all, because they're a lot more useful than you'd think. So, just keep that in mind. So, yeah. And it looks like we got a cutscene coming up.
It's too cold. I can't take another step. I want to go home. Please, Mother. Please. Where am I?
I love the use of the game over theme from Secret of Mana. Nice little touch there. Well,
Oh, good. You're awake. My daughter found you in the snowfields. Cheery, look.
Yay! Can I play with her? Huh? Can I?
No, don't bother her. But I'll play with you.
Yay!
that's cute. Anyway, before I start rudely interrupted, I think there's a save point nearby, if I'm correct. So, we're gonna do that. And it is right here. No, wait, this isn't it. Okay, we'll just leave the town then. We'll just go to the inn, because I know for a fact the inn has a save point. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Whoops, did not want to do that. I have 2 other save files here because this was my first take. This was my second, or sorry, this was my first take. This was my second take. I wanted to do parties to see if kind of what works and what doesn't. And so far, I kind of like the team that I have now. So we're gonna continue on with this and see what works from there. So, yeah, I'll see you guys next time for another episode of Trials of Mana, where we will go ahead and continue on through Snow Hamlet. So you guys take care of yourselves.